Can't stand my mother. I don't know what it is, or even if it falls under emotional neglect, but I just can't stand to spend time with my mother. I cringe at everything she says. I'm always on edge when she's talking to other people, just in case she says stuff that doesn't make sense or says the wrong thing. Like spending more than 15 minutes at a time with her makes me so anxious and frustrated. I know I'm supposed to love her, but genuinely, I just tolerate her. Sometimes I wish I was like normal people who had love and affection for their parents. I just see her and feel absolutely nothing, and I hate myself for it. The more time I spend with her, unfortunately, I'm back living at home, the more I realize how much I dislike her and being in her general presence. I don't understand people when they say they go to their mother for comfort. I get away from her for comfort. I don't understand people who say they could tell their parents anything. I genuinely have to keep conversations light so that I don't get into anything deep or have expectations for anything so I don't end up disappointed with how little they know or care about me. It's incredibly frustrating to be 24 years old and feel like a spoiled, moody child around your mother, especially when they're around other people. The worst part is listening to her gloat about her children who turned out and what she taught us how to be successful we are because of that. Like, she didn't teach us basic life skills or even social skills. I had to teach myself everything and learn by silently watching my friends and cousins who have real connections to their family. I feel like such a freak when my friends' parents ask me about my parents. I don't know anything, like even their birthdays or why I prefer living away from home. Our lines say it's about my independence, but honestly, I wish with all my heart I had some sort of connection that made me want to stay with them. It's the worst feeling in the world when you know you're supposed to be able to feel love for someone, and it's like integrated animals, babies, etc., to want their mother or love their mother and genuinely don't have that basic feeling at all. She could die tomorrow, and all I'd be thinking is, who'd be cooking lunch or dinner? It's so awful. Same. Mother makes me sick. Her voice, the way she looks, reading what she writes. I used to feel guilty until my therapist bluntly asked, have you experienced trauma because of your mom? Yes. So your nervous system responds to that trauma by feeling the way you do. Why would we find comfort from someone that hurt us? If we had a normal childhood, that would make sense. I love my mother so much it hurt when I was a kid. I'd cry and cry to be with her. She got off on that. At this point, I want her to do exactly what she did to me as a kid. Leave me alone. I related to this a lot. Unfortunately, at this age, I look and sound more and more like her. I'm not sure how to deal with the dysmorphia of seeing her mannerisms that I hate in myself. It's so embarrassing, and I don't want to inflict any of this on other people. I feel like I didn't work hard enough to become different from her. I can't ever just be me because a part of me is her. Ugh. I feel this way too. My only goal in life is to never be like her. The way she is, the way she talks, the way she dresses. Every time I find myself being lazy or doing stupid things without thinking, I immediately snap myself back into reality and remind myself that I am not allowed to be like my mother at all costs. Also, the worst part is we look the same, like the same features, and everyone loves to point it out about how alike we are. I hate it so much and I can't do anything about that. I don't know if someone told you this already, but maybe the issue is lingering resentment inside of you. That's because you carry those negative feelings and memories of her. Like that infection, her personality begins to rub off on you. See, hate burrows itself within our cores. I can assume you have felt the burning rage in your stomach before. It's like a beast within you feels desperately trying to break free from the bondage you suppressed it. You feel its wrath, the power, like an overwhelming surge of pure hate, and you try to keep it at bay. And you do, until she pokes the beast, and the fire escapes your lungs while her essence fills your system. She awakens a hatred rooted deep inside that takes a hold of every fiber of your being, but you have to tame it. However, damage has already been done. Each time she gets to you, her image floods your mind, and you find yourself at times resembling what you are running away from because that's all you see. You see, everything you hate about her, you lose sight on who you really are sometimes. That's because you haven't let out the beast. You need liberation. You have to let it out. Your beast is not your weapon, it's hers. Remember, she made it. And by letting it grow stronger, you're giving it power over you. Let it out. You need release. And I pray you find it. You don't have to go through this alone either. Picture walking freely, enjoying your life. Feel the fresh air run through your fingers and let the breeze hug your face. Picture liberation, self freedom, a breath of fresh air, and go take a breath. I'm dealing with this now with my adult daughters, 24 and 21. My mother has done so much unrepairable damage to my role as a parent, career, and marriage, not to mention how she failed to protect me, humiliated me, and put anyone's needs before mine throughout my life. In 49 years, she has never once apologized to me about anything. There are too many details to post, and I've sought counseling, prayed, meditated, researched, and practiced forgiveness, but I absolutely detest her presence. I feel guilty for the bitterness I hold for her, but as an educated, productive, and caring individual, I can't overcome it. I asked my youngest daughter today if I made her feel the way I feel about grandmother, and she said sometimes you do exactly what she does. My daughter couldn't specify a particular example, and I didn't react, but internally, I was devastated. Why? I went down a rabbit hole with these Reddit posts relating to how people hate their mothers. Every word you mentioned described so accurately how I feel towards my own mother. I used to feel so guilty. I still do, but not as bad as before. I finally started understanding why I disliked my mother so much. Just like you, I also was attached to her when I was a child. And I loved her so much I would literally smell her clothes when she went to work and was always terrified of the idea she might die. I absolutely am disgusted of her now. I had to sadly move back in with her. Although I know it was just for a month, I am still so depressed being around her. She literally was breathing and I heard her, and it made me so mad I had to leave the room because I know how crazy I would look and sound if I lashed out on her. But now I know why I resent her on this level. And all I can do is program myself not to react to her in such disgusting words and her horrific and embarrassing behavior. I literally ruined my life because of her. I purposely found someone to get married to when I was in my early 20s just to escape her controlling and manipulative toxic presence. I hate her. She made my life a living hell. It's crazy how she looks on the outside to others, but what a dumb bitch she is in my eyes. I am her only daughter, and she's the only parent I have. My father has never been in the picture, and she refused to even tell me his name until I was about 19 or 20. I've always wondered if it was because I was never breastfed by her. I know there's a lot of things that contribute to a bad relationship, but she would always mention she could never breastfeed me, and she was much closer to my older and younger brothers. I'm also the middle child and the only girl, so that could also be why. Anyways, it's not your fault. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. They also have to put in the effort to be close to us, and if they won't, then that's their loss in the end of the day. Just hard to explain to people who have normal relationships with their parents. Does anyone else think that this is just an excuse, like, to give us for the disconnect? Like, why'd she even mention so many times that she could not breastfeed me? Therefore, we never bonded. Just think. You would never even know this scenario unless she made sure to tell you multiple times. It makes me think she realized there was a disconnect and somehow puts the blame on me in a subtle way. I can attest that breastfeeding has zero impact on future relationships. Number one, I was breastfed, terrible relationship with my mother. Number two, breastfed my oldest daughter, terrible relationship because of my mother. Number three, unable to breastfeed my youngest because of a premature birth. I couldn't imagine a better relationship between a parent and child. I related to this the most. I struggle to go visit her once a month. I can't stand when she texts me. She always says the same things. How's this? How's that? Never really actually understanding or caring about anything I say. Why even broach the damn subject then? Oh, I know. Because you don't do anything all day and have nothing to talk about. It's like she's so desperate to play out the same script over and over. It's the height of a false relationship based on nothing. By far, the most infuriating thing that she does is offer me this or that. Like I haven't said 100 times to fucking stop. I don't want your soda. I don't want your food, and if you ignore me and cook something again, I'm never coming back. She's a self victimizing narcissistic of incredibly low intelligence. God damn, I feel like a shit human being. But my biggest motivator in my life is to get enough money to move on so she's not bothering me. You learned everything from me. Laughing my ass off. Do you even have to see her once a month? Technically, no. But realistically, if I don't, she'll step up her harassment while it's acting like a victim. It doesn't help that she has no shame in making things public. I already did it once in my flat complex and had the landlord on my case. It's all right though. July, I'm out of here. And it's incognito. Patience until then. And I'm good. You're not alone, man. Just had an argument with her, and it's so fucking shit. The worst part is that all of my closest friends have so good relationships in their family. I'm tired, man. She is constantly in a bad mood. I can't even buy things I enjoy for money I've worked for, in her selfish opinion. She kills all of my hobbies by her behavior. Yet the only thing she does is watch TV. Like, what the fuck? She has been like this for my whole life. She is completely blind. She doesn't realize how much she damages our relationship. And when she's chilled out, she becomes upset I'm not communicating with her. Bruh, I'm the only person she has. So why the hell she does this? Like, why, man? Why the hell would you want to destroy a relationship with your son? Why would you want to disrespect his hobbies or things he enjoys to do? My mom, the best way to sum her up is she's a cult leader. Like, I'm the only girl, and I have all these brothers, and they follow her blindly. They think she's like some superhero because she's always played herself like that. She's always been a victim. She's always, I've been through much more than you. You've never been through anything type. I don't want to deal with that. Like, I can't be around someone who's 100% a victim. There's a difference between victimhood and survivorhood. And I want to be part of survivorhood. Because anything that I had to endure in life, including deal with her, was to me surviving. Because she was such a difficult person to deal with. And I haven't talked to her in 2 years. And literally, she just texted me a week ago asking me how I was doing. I didn't respond other than say, hi, thanks. She tried to apologize, but see, her apologies come with victimhood because that's all she knows. So if she apologizes, she'll say, oh, I'm sorry for what I did, but you know that I didn't have a good mom growing up. I've never disrespected her enough to want to tell her, neither did I. And the saddest part is, I can use that same excuse on everything that I go through, but I don't. I try to accept responsibility because I try not to be like her. It's funny because one of my best friends said he tries so hard to be not like somebody and it makes you turn into them. I didn't truly understand that until I started seeing traits that I had like her that disgusted me because I never wanted to be anything like her. That was my number one goal in life. I didn't grow up saying, oh, I want to be a doctor or a lawyer. No, I wanted to never be like my mom since a young child. She was always a disgusting person to me. We grew up going to church. And she was so fake and sweet with those people. And then when we leave, she'd just go crazy on us and be the real her. And I asked her, because I was one of those kids, why are you so fake? And it's almost like she hated me because I always called her out on her bullshit. And it made us even further apart. But I didn't care because I didn't want that relationship to begin with. And I'm sorry I left off as such an angry, upsetting part for me. But that's just how I feel. Who else feels like this? Let me know in the comments below. Thank y'all for making it to the end. I really appreciate y'all and God bless.